Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to the Krista Chronicles, and today we're doing another fun tag! Oh, I love doing tags. I'm so excited. There's just some really exciting ones floating around right now, and this one comes from Don Michelle. It is the Tarot Loot Drop. So the premise of this is, if you were a video game character, what is it that would be in your inventory, in your loot bag? So like if something happened to your character, in a lot of video games, if something happens to your character, you like drop all your loot, right all over the floor. And so the idea is like, okay, what's the stuff that you would drop? So what I did was I actually filled this, I can't even show it, this big project bag. I just filled it with stuff, and I am such a looter. I love loot in video games. I pick up so much stuff. So I didn't really limit myself here. The bag's pretty full. So I guess I limited it a bit to the bag. And it's filled with some pretty random stuff, but just things that if I were on an adventure, when it came to like my practice, what is it that I feel like I would just really want to have with me? That was the idea. So we're just going to start pulling out of the bag, because there's not really a rhyme and reason going on, since I just sort of filled it. So for starters, I would need a journal. I am such a big journaler that I don't really know what I would do if I couldn't start my morning with pulling cards and journaling about it. I do it every single day I can. So I have this journal with me, since it's, I don't know, it's just a little bit slimmer. It's one that, this is my journal I've been using to just fill with like my random readings throughout the day, so not necessarily my morning reading. So I really feel like I could just do whatever in this journal. I wouldn't want to bring more than one. That feels excessive, but definitely my first item would have to be a journal of some sort. So there is that. Then I need a writing utensil. And the one I would pick, this is actually, might be my favorite fountain pen. I'm a big fountain pen user, especially in my journals. I pretty much exclusively use fountain pens. And I think this one probably is my favorite, and it just so happens to be the most travel friendly. This is the, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, the Kaweco question mark Sport. I love this like deep red wine color. And so it is, should I show it next to like your standard pen? Here it is next to a zebra Sarasa. So it's pretty small, but it's not hard to write with, because how it works is you unscrew the cap, stick it on the end, so then it feels more like you're writing with a full-size pen. And it's just so beautiful. It feels like a little treasure, but also very travel friendly. So that's the writing utensil I would bring. And since it is a fountain pen, I'm gonna need to bring some extra ink. Now, I don't really have many like full ink bottles. A lot of the time I do these samples from Goulet. So I was gonna pick one of those, but you really only get, like, I have found like 1.5 uses out of that. So I wanted to bring something a little bit larger, but not too big. So what I picked out is one of these smaller size of the Diamine inks. So it's also in a plastic bottle instead of glass. A little more durable. And I would bring Writer's Blood. I just really love this color for starters, but I'm picturing like if I'm on a fantasy adventure in a video game, it'd almost be like I'd get to write with the blood of my enemies. And that feels right. So that is the ink. Oh, and plus it matches the pen. Wait, cute. I love that. Didn't even realize that. So that's what I'm bringing for my journal writing supplies. Then, last journaling supply I'm gonna bring. Clearly this is important to me. is stickers. I need my stickers. I can't just have a plain page. I can't. And I do always print images of my cards to put in my journal using my Epson printer. And then I actually, this is a sidebar. I have sticker paper that you can see here that I've already cut a piece out. I just keep sticking it into the printer all different ways until I can't use it anymore. Like where I feel like it's too small, where if I put it in, it might jam the printer. But I will say you can get pretty small with it before it jams. So, but obviously if I'm on an adventure that's not reasonable to do, I won't have a printer. So I have to have stickers. So I would definitely bring my reusable sticker book with me. I love this thing. I truly don't know what I would do without it. This comes from Paper Haunt on Etsy. And it's just filled with random stickers. Every time it starts to get empty, I just kind of go through my sticker supply, take out what feels seasonal, and I just stick it in. So we've got all different vibes in here right now. Starting to lean towards autumn and such, but yeah, I love this thing. It fits a lot of stickers. Like, I still have quite a few mostly blank pages at the end, but yes, sticker book would have to come. Okay. Another miscellaneous item here. In my loot bag, I would have to have my headphones, my noise-canceling headphones. This is just a thing of, I just don't know what I would do without these in general. I use them every single day. You can see they're so, like, beat up now. Something's happening to, like, the wearing on that. I use them every day, ever, because loud noises just cause me general distress. I just don't like it. I don't like certain noises, and so I'm thinking if I'm in a fantasy world, there's probably gonna be a lot of loud noises, and so I'm gonna need my noise-canceling headphones. That just feels necessary. So that's another rando thing. What do we want to get into next? Should I get into the decks? Let's go into the decks. Yeah, let's do the decks. Okay, so for starters, just a random oracle I would want with me, even though it's a larger size. I just think I'd have to bring the Therapets with me. Okay, my reason, because I'm picturing, like, honestly, my reference point right now is totally Baldur's Gate. If I got dropped into Baldur's Gate, I think I just would be so unsure of myself. Like, imagine going through that fantasy kind of adventure, I don't know, where you're, like, having to kill enemies and attack people. I think I would go through the game being like, I don't know, like, I don't think I can do it. That's just what I'm picturing. So I think I really would need these cards, these little characters, for some good encouragement. I just, like, like, I think I would need to pull this card and be like, okay, fine. Alright, I'll do it, I'll attack, fine. I just know, I'm like, I wouldn't do well in that situation. So I think I would need some extra encouragement, and this is the deck that, without fail, really gives some good encouragement. I love it so much. The colors make me so happy too, and just the art in general. It's so good. So the Therapets would be a need. Not a want, but a need. And so then the decks I would just want to have with me. I've got an Oracle and a Tarot because my daily readings at the very least use an Oracle and a Tarot, but then in general I just would want both. So let's start with the Oracle. I've got it in this random bag, but it is my Divinimation deck that I have built here, and so I don't use all of these all the time. Here, there's the break. So what is this deck comprised of? It's got a lot of my favorite cartoons in here, my favorite shows, and so I think that that was the vibe I was going for, because I think I wouldn't do well in a video game situation, like being plopped down in real life in that. So I'd want something comforting. And so having all of my favorite cartoons, or a lot of my favorite cartoons, I should say, in one deck would just feel so nice to me. So there's Steven Universe in here, there's Adventure Time, I want to say Owl House. Yeah, there's Owl House. What else do we have in here? I can't remember if I have... You know, I might have... Shoot, what's it called? I can never remember the name of this show. It's called... Oh my gosh. I always remember the name of the tarot. I say this every time. I'm like, I can remember the name of the tarot, but not the actual show name. I need to like replace those in my brain. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. I think I have Gravity Falls in here, but now I'm not sure. Oh, Fluffy Space Princess. I love King too. I thought I did. Now I'm questioning myself though, because we've yet to see a Gravity Falls card. Maybe I just keep meaning to get it whenever it's available and I just forget. I think that's probably what happens there. Because I know there was definitely a Gravity Falls one, so that's one I need to keep an eye out for. But yes, I also love too, we get these 3 keywords on it. It's a really versatile deck. It's a smaller size, so easy to bring along with me. And I just think it'd be really comforting, and I like using these kind of fandom decks because when I know the shows really well, it feels like this extra bit of advice, this extra layer that I can add on by thinking about like, okay, well, what would this character do? What is this character like? What should I be getting from that angle as well? So that's the Oracle I would bring with me. It's the Divinimation. And of course, the tarot. It's got to be the Adventure Time tarot. Again, a comfort thing for certain. But also, Finn and Jake in this show are adventurers. They're heroes. And so I think that would just be really helpful in this situation too. Trying to think of like, okay, well, what would Finn and Jake do as adventurers? Because they tend to be really... I don't know if fearless is quite the right word. They still have fears, but it's sort of like their want to help always trumps the fear. And so I just think this would be a good thing to have with me. And I just also love it. It's so good. So Adventure Time Tarot is the last deck I would bring with me. So let's get into the... What else do I have in here? Oh, okay. I would need a set of dice. I just would, because I really do like doing the dice divination that was put out by Don Michelle and Lisa Pepez. But I also think it'd be helpful if I like needed to decide things. I don't know. And so I'd bring this set, which I have in this cute little unicorn crocheted bag, because the dice name is Unicorn Dreams, I think, question mark? I don't know, but it's this pink set, and it's got a liquid core to it. So I don't know if you can see that well, but there's all glitter running through it. And so I picked this because this set anyway, because pretty, love it. I think the pink would go well with the decks I brought, but then also it would double as a fidget toy. Because I would need some kind of fidget toy with me. And I can't find my little cube at the current moment. That is my favorite. But I often use dice as fidget toys anyway, so that works. 2 in 1. Like, look at all the glitter. It's so pretty. I love it so much. So that would be the set of dice I would bring. That is this pink set. I think Unicorn Dreams is what it's called. And I also just love this bag. The bag, too, I feel like is a comfort thing because it's just soft and nice. All right, let's get into the entertainment section, starting with some nail polish, because I really do like, my nails are bare right now. They're healing, so we have no nail polish on right now. And while I love putting colors and stuff on, when it comes down to it, I really do like a, I'm gonna call it like elevated bare nail look. And my favorite duo to get that are these from the Manicurist, and they are also nail polishes that are meant to like nourish your nails as well. How do they do that? Enriched with sweet almond oil and oh, they have different things. So this one has sweet almond oil and blueberry extract. Active Glow Blueberry deeply nourishes and revives nails' natural radiance. And then we have this one. So we have blueberry. And then this one that is just like a clear, warm glitter. So this is enriched with beet extract and hexagonal active shine glitter, basically. Woo! So I love these two nail polishes because it just, like, this one really just makes your nails look so healthy. It gives them this like slight pink tinge. And then this adds glitter, which is fun. But then it does the secondary thing of adding some nourishment. And so, yeah. And also when my nails chip really easily. I don't know what that's about. If anyone has like a base top coat duo you really, really like, let me know. I know everything works different on everyone's nails, so it could just be that at my particular nails, things just chip. Or just the way I use my nails. I don't know, whatever. But I don't notice chips as easily with these two, so really like this duo. So that would have to come with me. And then I would also want to bring my Kindle. I've got this cute case for it. Isn't that fun? Or like it's like a carry sleeve. And then I've got a clear case that I switch out seasonally with my little pop socket. That is little ghosts reading right now. Oh, romance cover. So anyway, I'd want to bring my Kindle because then I can get a whole bunch of books. I would never run out of books to read, you know? And so this would like cover everything. And I already have lots of different categories on here. So I've got my fiction for entertainment. I've got non-fiction books on here. I can get tarot books, and like I've got a Lenormand book on here right now. So it really would cover all the bases. And it keeps it charged a really long time, because I also realize I'm like, I might not have anywhere to charge it, but it keeps it charged a very long time. So my Kindle would be the thing to come. I was thinking like, oh, what books would I want to bring? But I would just bring my Kindle. I love my Kindle. And then last but not least, of course, I mean, have you met me? I need to bring some of my toys, okay? I just have to. Starting with the My Little Pony figure I would bring, because I got the whole set. That's right. Of the Friendship is Magic. I've got the whole set. I would bring Applejack. I just think the Applejack energy is one I would want if I was on like a video game adventure, because she is very practical, down to earth, gets the job done. doesn't rush into things, very level-headed. So I just think having her with me would be a nice reminder of that. And also just like that she's orange. So there's that. Then I would have to bring one of my Magic Mixie Pixlings, and I think the one I would bring is Unia, the Unicorn Pixling. She comes in the set with the, what do they call it? I think they call it a Pegacorn, but I know there's like another, I think there's another name for that. So there isn't, like, the Unia you can get, like, just the doll looks different from this, but I really like her rainbow hair. I like her little outfits. I just like that she's pink. I don't know, she just felt like the vibe. That's really my only reason as to picking her over the other dolls. She's been the vibe lately. Also, unicorns have been a very random hyper-focus as of late. I don't really know what that's about or why, but I'm not mad about it. I love unicorns, but I think, no, yeah, that definitely is where my choice leaned as well, as I've been just thinking a lot about unicorns. And so I want the unicorn pixeling with me. All right, last thing to show here is I'd have to bring a Pom Pal. That's what these stuffed animals are called. They're the Aurora brand Pom Pals. I'm obsessed. I have 3 of them. This is just my latest, and I love him so much, truly so much. It's Victor the Vampire. Look at their little hands. And so they perfectly fit in your palm. It's the most comforting sensory thing in the whole world because you can like hold him like this. They're like a bean bag texture, but like really soft. There's so many to choose from. The way that, like, so I bought one, it's Gribble the Goblin, back in December. And the way I'm so impressed with myself that's the only one I had up until August. My sister gifted me the pickle one, and then now I just bought him. I mean, that's incredible because there are so many of them. You could collect so many. And they're so cute. And so this would just be really a comforting thing for me. I bring Gribble around with me everywhere. I don't know, it's just a comfort thing. I really am a stuffed animal person, so I couldn't imagine not having one with me. Because I, like, actually always do. And, oh my god, he's just so cute. I just love him. So, I think, yep, the bag's empty. So, that, my friends, is my tarot loot drop. I know that was like all over the place, so much random stuff. But that was so fun. I had so much fun earlier just going around with my bag and like putting stuff in to be like, oh yeah, I want that, and that. Like, ugh, what a fun tag. So, that being said, I'd love to know what you think you would bring in your tarot loot. I'd love to hear. I think this is so fun. I can't wait to watch more of the VRs. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. So, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, and I'll see you again very soon.